Hello, my name is Patrick Smith, and now we are going to go over the 5 pillars of mentoring module relating to trust. I am your host facilitator, and I certainly hope you enjoy this particular session. When it comes to trust, you can think of trust being a construction project. You have to build it. It doesn't happen overnight. It's something that takes place over time, and you have to nurture it and you have to foster it. Trust is something that should be taken very, very important and should not be taken lightly. What is the surest way for a mentee to lose their trust in a mentor? What is the appearance of sincerity? And how do you deal with proprietary information? These are all elements. These are all items that you will have to be aware of and that undoubtedly you will deal with as you develop your relationship with your business mentee. These are the building blocks of trust, broken down into the following categories. Take a moment, look at them, and really think about how do each of these building blocks contribute to the relationship between you and your business mentee. Let's look at some of the items in the main categories of character and competence, including intent, integrity, capability, and results. As a coach or mentor, which quality do you identify with and why? How do you use these qualities to create trust with your mentee? Once again, take a moment, really think about it, and are there any areas that you might have to improve upon or that you might have to develop? To recap and review, please keep in mind, good coaches and mentors do the following to maintain trust. Good coaches and mentors are confidential, they are sincere, they are honest, are accountable, and they are humble. Let's take a moment to look at the video and let's see what was shared during the trust portion of the presentation. Trust. Confidentiality. Now, 2 things I want to say about this. 1, sometimes you're working with proprietary information. You're working with ideas. At Indiana University, we are a decentralized campus. And I was told, once you put an idea on the table, it doesn't belong to you anymore. It does not belong to you anymore. And some of my ideas have been taken. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, that was my idea. And I was told that it works for IU. And because of that, people are so siloed. And there's positives and negatives to that type of structure. However, sometimes it doesn't lend itself to collaboration or cooperation. Second, everyone in here has someone, I'll call the person a go-to person. Someone who you go to when you need to convey some secret information. That's my boy, that's my girl. I can tell, she don't reveal anything. But then that person also has a go-to person. And it may not be you. See? And this is, as beautiful as it is, it's a small island. And the next thing you know, that information getting back to them, that's not a good thing. That just totally blows any trust. And guess what? Word gets out about you. Oh, don't trust so-and-so. Don't trust an answer. Oh no, she doesn't keep anything common. She has a big mouth. Or she'll steal your ideas. Now, what I try to do is research a contract. I don't know. So I want to ask, do you enter into an agreement with your proteges or mentees when you're assigned one or when you select one? A show of hands? Well, maybe you don't. Think about it. If you don't, then maybe you need to come up with a contract or an agreement as far as information is concerned, because you want the person to be able to trust you. Learning can't take place, if the confidentiality is not there. Being sincere, being honest, can't say anything more about that. Gain permission to share. If you want to share information, get their permission. If you want to share information, get their permission. And state who you're going to share with and for what purpose and how it would benefit them. But get the permission initially. Because then that will make them have much more trust in it. Being accountable. Who can comment on that real quick? As a mentor, accountability. Following through, being there, doing something that you committed yourself to do. And then, of course, going along with it, taking responsibility and having a plan in place to rectify. That's all part of accountability. And again, we talk about humility. Once again, please keep in mind, trust must be constructed. It must be built. It will not happen overnight. You have to build it over time. And once you've attained and achieved the level of trust and confidence that you want in your relationship with your mentee, you have to maintain it. Again, it builds upon itself. Think about the building blocks. And trust is binding. It has to work both ways. And it can be really important in solidifying the mentoring relationship. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed the module. Once again, I'm Patrick Smith, and I will see you next time.